In this video tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make this 3D underwater effect in the GIMP picture editor. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to File, go to New, and choose a template of 1024 by 768. Say OK. Go ahead, choose text. Go to the text option over here. I'm going to choose Mulbaran. It's my favorite. Mulbaran. And I'm going to set the size to 500. I already figured this out from before. It depends on how much text you want to work with. So 500 is fine. And I'm going to type from the top my nickname, Rock, in all caps, so it looks kind of nice. And I'm going to shrink the selection so it's kind of even on both sides. This will be important when I go ahead and choose the alignment tool over here. Left click over here, reselect it, and align it to the center like so. Now, next thing I'm going to do before I duplicate this layer, I want to add that pattern, this custom pattern. Let's see. You go ahead, choose the pattern fill over here. Choose this pattern over here. Well, since you don't have that pattern, you could choose like this 3D green one. See, it looks like this. Or you can make a custom pattern. I'll see if I'll try to remind myself to link it in the description. And go ahead and that video how to make a custom pattern. Now, go ahead, choose this pattern or a similar one. Right click over here and choose alpha to selection. I'm going to hold the shift key on my keyboard and fill all of the text. I'm going to duplicate this layer. I'm going to select none. Make sure I have the middle layer selected. Go to filters, go to blur, go to motion blur, and I'm gonna it looks like it's already optimally chosen, but I'll see. I think it can be a little fixed a bit more. So go ahead, choose the length to like 30, maybe 32. That's what worked for me. Yep. And I'm gonna choose make sure the blur is not outward. And for the blur center, you can actually take a measurement by using, let's see, where is it? Over here. See this? This is the measurement tool. So from the center, just measure it from here, and that's about 525 pixels. And over here is 345 pixels ish. So 525, and this is how much? Over here it says 385 ish. 385 ish. I'm actually gonna go. I know I've done an error with the selection, but I'll go ahead and apply the filter, and so that I can reapply it later on. Well, I guess it didn't get in the way, but what I should have done. Well, I hit Control C. Now what I should have done is right clicked over here and chosen layer to image size from before. I'll do that with both layers. So with this middle layer again selected, go to filters and repeat that motion blur. Because if the selection is too small, it'll affect the area of effect for the motion blur. Now if I make the top layer invisible, you can see that this is what the motion blur looks like. Now the next thing I'm going to do is add like a semi-transparent gradient on top of this motion blur to make it more distinct. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this blend tool over here, but let me think. I need to add one more. I'll go ahead and add another layer. I can either duplicate it. I'll just make a new layer, a transparent layer. And so I'm gonna go ahead, select this layer over here, and in order to make the selection, choose the select by color tool over here and select the white area, and then to select the text, you just inverse that selection. So at this point you can go ahead, choose the blend tool, making sure you choose this area over here, this one, the transparent layer with nothing on it. I'm gonna choose a foreground color, a nice dark blue, something like that, and I'm gonna go ahead and from the top go to the bottom like that. That's it. Now we don't have any of the texture remaining, so in order to have some of that texture revealing back, you have a couple options. You can either choose one of these blending modes. I wonder how saturation would look. It doesn't look too bad actually. It looks kind of good. So that's one thing. or you could just do like 20. Yeah, which has about the same kind of effect, so I'll just leave it at 20. So I set the opacity to 20. That also works pretty well. Alright, next thing we need to do, I'm going to go ahead and select none. I'm going to add a nice gradient to the background. Choose the background and make the shape radial. Switch the colors. Go ahead, select from the center to the side like so. And this looks pretty nice so far. We just need to add that underwatery kind of effect. You can either like add in a custom like image that has like a underwater that looks like it's underwater. What I'm going to do is just use this texture that I've made. So go ahead and make a new layer over here. Just a transparent layer, that's fine. Make sure it's on top of the radial layer over here. And go to bucket, and it's already selected at pattern fill, and I'll just go ahead and fill it up. Now the next thing I'm going to do is set the opacity to something like 20. 20 is fine, and just set the saturation to saturation, and there you go. That's all there is to it. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comments below. I'd appreciate if you like and share this video and subscribe to my channel. Bye. And you know what, I would also appreciate if you would recommend any type of effect that you're looking for. Just go ahead and ask me, and I'll make a video response to your request. Thank you.